Welcome along to Last Fan Standing, LS11 version for you, of course, with all of your big Leeds United questions. And this week we are looking ahead to Leeds United against Chelsea. So very much a Leeds-Chelsea flavoured quiz for you. How are you going to do? Well, let's get going. Okay, here's your question. What was the score in the FA Cup final of 1970 at Wembley between Leeds and Chelsea? What was the score? Was it 2-2? Was it 4-4? Or was it 8-8? What do you think? Answer now. It was 2-2. 2-2. A Desmond. Goals from Jack Charlton and from Mick Jones. And, of course, the replay was held at Old Trafford. So if you got that one right, congratulations. Well done. We will move on to question number 2 in our Leeds United / Chelsea flavoured quiz for you this week. Here comes question number 2. Well, what was the score in that replay at Old Trafford? Was it 2-1? Was it 10-0? Or was it 3-1? What was the score in the replay at Old Trafford? Was it 2-1, 10-0 or 3-1? Answer now. It was 2-1 to Chelsea. 2-1 to Chelsea. Yeah. You remember that now, don't you? Mick Jones scored again, but not enough, of course, over the wrong side of the Pennines for Leeds United. So hopefully that won't be the scoreline come this weekend when we take on Chelsea again. Question number 3 is on the way. Which former Chelsea captain took over as Leeds manager in October 2006? 2006? That's what I mean. Was it Frank Lampard, was it Dennis Wise, or was it John Terry? Chelsea captain took over as Leeds manager in 2006. Who was it? I'll get my dates right as well soon. Answer Dennis Wise, of course. Well done if you got that one right. Pretty obvious, wasn't it? He brought, of course, Gus Poyet with him, and they, of course, had to deal with that 15-point deduction. So it was a little bit of a tumultuous season. And then didn't he go off to, Newcastle and had, a ridiculous, commute to do? About 300 miles every week. Didn't last, didn't it? Didn't last. Question number 4. Who scored a brace in the 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge for Leeds United in December 1999? Was it Stephen McPhail? Was it Tony Yeboah? Or was it Noel Whelan? Who scored the brace in the 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge? Answer now. It was Stephen McPhail. Well done if you got that one right. McPhail is now the sporting director at Shamrock Rovers. Who knew? Well, I did because I looked it up on Google. But Leeds often play Shamrock Rovers. When we did do pre-seasons, pre-COVID, often play Shamrock Rovers on the Ireland tour. So well done if you got that one right. Question number 5 is on the way. Who did Leeds United sign from Chelsea in the summer of 1991? Was it Tony Dorigo? Was it Simon Grayson? Or was it Mel Sterland? Who did Leeds United sign from Chelsea in summer of 1991? Dorigo, Grayson or Sterland? What's your answer? It was, of course, Tony Dorigo. I'll never get Dorigo. He bought for £1.3 million, and Dorigo went on to win the title with Leeds in his first season with the club, and he's a big friend of LS11, has often joined us on the podcast and did our very first live podcast with us as well. So a great friend, and he's a lovely chap, Tony Dorigo. Question number 6 now. Who scored Leeds United's winning goal in the 1-0 win at Stamford Bridge in September 1991? Was it Carl Shutt? Was it Lee Chapman? Or was it Gordon Strachan? Carl Shutt, Lee Chapman, Gordon Strachan. Answer now. It was Carl Shutt, of course. Well done if you got that one right. If you remember, of course, the defining moment, 1992 at the Nou Camp. A couple of minutes he came on as a sub, scored the winner with only his second touch, and has gone down in legend. There's even podcasts named after him since that. I can't remember the name of that podcast, though. I do. Talking shit. Okay, question number 7. Who scored our most recent goal at Stamford Bridge in January 2003? Was it Aaron Lennon, was it Teddy Lucic, or was it Paul Ocon? Who scored the most recent goal for Leeds United at Stamford Bridge in 2003? Aaron Lennon, Teddy Lucic, Paul Ocon. Answer now. It was Teddy Lucic. He was only on loan for about 17 games, I think, for Leeds before he went off. But he's currently a manager back in his native Sweden. He's been managing KF Velebit since 2011. So that's pretty good. 9 years as a manager. He's obviously doing, I think they're very low league. Very low league. But he's obviously doing a good job, so well done, Teddy. Final question, question number 8. Who did Leeds United sign from Chelsea in the summer of 2003? Was it Michael Dewberry? Was it Jody Morris, or was it Nick Barmby? Who did Leeds United sign from Chelsea in the summer of 2003? Dewberry, Morris, or Barmby? And the answer, Jody Morris. Well done if you got that one right. He's currently back at Chelsea, assistant to Frank Lampard, of course. And, well, we'll see him this weekend when Leeds United take on Chelsea once again in the Premier League. I wonder how that will work out. But thanks very much for joining us on this week's quiz. We'll have another quiz for you very, very shortly on Last Man Standing. Keep up to date with everything on our Twitter feed at LS11LUFC. And, of course, we'll see you very, very shortly for the next quiz from Last Man Standing.